Hello, my name is Bill Cox, and I'd like to tell you about the Pass GED Social Studies website. The website has a single purpose: to help you pass the 2014 GED Social Studies test. It's not an online textbook. It provides you with the skills you need along with the practice you need to apply the skills. The address of the website, as you can see up in the address line, is passgedsocialstudies.weebly.com. The website is free. There is no password. It works on any full screen computer. Now, across the top of the website, you see there are 6 capitalized headings. These are sections of the website. And if I put my cursor on one of these, you can see a drop-down menu. You can move around the website either by clicking on these menu items or by clicking on any purple word. Just for example, in the intro section, I'll click on details of the 2014 GED Social Studies test and hear all the facts about it. Now, what are the skills that you need to pass the test? Well, it turns out that almost all of the social studies information you need to pass the test is contained within the question itself. Now, there is in the skills section one page about good social studies background information. It would be nice to have before you take the test, but it's not absolutely essential. The rest of the skills section, as you can see here, is about test taking skills. There are 34 short questions on the test, and the skills section here provides you with a systematic approach to answering those questions. As you go into this section, you can learn how to skim the questions bundle of information here, how to read the questions instructions, whether you can answer directly or not, to answer the question, and to guess if necessary. These are the skills. But the key is not just, of course, to learn the skills, but to be able to practice them so that you can apply them easily on the test. The best practice questions are in the free practice test from GED Testing Service. And there are 15 of those questions, short questions, on the social studies free practice test. And you can see they are here. Now, you can go to the free practice test and look at each question, and as you do that, you can then click on the notes here in the website. Here's the note, for example, on question number 2 in the free practice test, and it is about applying the skills that I just described to you to this question. And you have the same thing for every one of the 15 questions. So this is good, but it's not good enough, because 15 examples is not enough. You need more to really get good with the skills. And so I've looked for other online questions. I've looked at a lot of test preparation books, and the problem with almost all of them is that the questions in them are not like the questions you will see on the test. They're more like what you would see on a high school science test. I did find one book, however, that doesn't have this difficulty. It's called Cracking the GED Test. It's from Princeton Review, and if you can't find it in your library, it should be available from Amazon for about $17. Now, there are 2 practice tests in the Princeton Review book, and there are 35 questions in each practice test. So in examples 2, this heading in the website, you have the same kind of, I'm clicking on one of them, the same kind of description about how to apply the skills I showed you to the questions in this particular question. And there are 35 more questions from the second practice test in the book in examples 3. So you have a total of 15, 35, 35, 85 practice questions, examples in which to practice the skills. And all of them have the notes that I showed you. So I think you can see that here in the website you have both the skills you need to answer the questions and the examples you need uh, to practice how to apply the skills. Now, as you probably know, there is also one written question on the test, and it's covered in the Write section, WRITE, of the website. The first thing you have to remember about this question is that it's going to be graded by computer. The computer is going to look for keywords and phrases. They claim that it's going to look at the quality of your writing, but it's really tough for the computer to judge that. Second, as you can read here, the question is always about U.S. civics and government. It's not about economics. It's not about U.S. history as such. Third, the question will provide you with 2 documents. And from those documents you have to identify a quote an enduring value, and the website shows you what that means. And then you can use the template that's recommended here to answer this question given the documents you're given and the enduring value you have identified. Now the best way to see this is with the examples, and there's 6 examples here. For example, the second one is about Nixon and Watergate. It's designed from 2 particular documents you're provided in the question, and the boldface words here are the boilerplate, is the template, and then the other words are what you plug in from quotes from the 2 documents. And so it's a pretty easy way to answer the question. You just have to remember something about how the template is organized. And so I think you can see that also, well, for both kinds of questions, the 34 short questions and the 1 written question, you have both the skills you need to answer the test, to pass the test, and the examples you need to learn how to use the skills. And basically that's the website. I hope it helps you to pass the test. Love to hear from you. Questions, comments, corrections. There's an email address in the corner of every page. That's where you should write us. And so I want to wish you good luck on the test, and